Welcome back to another video, folks. Today I got a webtoon slash manhwa that is unlike any other past videos that I've made about. If you've seen the past videos, you're like, okay, fantasy, clearing towers, levels. We get tired of it, okay? Yada yada yada. What's there to read, huh? Come on, is there anything else that doesn't involve clearing towers or a fantasy monster and crap like that? Well, yes, there is. Calm down. Today I got a webtoon that I haven't actually seen anywhere else. I don't know why, because so far it's been the bomb. Right? This one is called The Genius Archer Streaming. That's the name of it. So let me give you guys like a quick rundown of it, and then I'll get more into it. So basically we have an MC who was a Olympic medalist in archery, Mr. Hawkeye over here. It's kind of different because usually we see MCs focusing on weapons or fisticuffs or being a magician and whatnot. But archery, whoa, that's a bit different. You don't really usually see MCs like that. And this manhwa, actually, just a quick point out there, made me like respect archery more because it's hella cool. Like the way they portray it, fantastic. But back to the main point of it, we have an MC who was like a medalist in archery, but 10 years later you can see him working at a corporate job. That's because he had an accident that involves hurting one of his hands. So now his hands always shake, and so you could see his decrepit life 10 years later, living in a run down home and whatnot. And even his boss in the company disrespects him heavily because the only reason he got this job was due to his friend, which introduced him to it. So they call him a nepo baby. That's how bad it is. But worry not, our MC rises to the top. Okay, since he used to be an archery, he finds this game, virtual reality that connects you to it. It's very good. It's hard to tell the difference. It's like SAO but without the death thing. So he gets into this game and he decides, you know what? Maybe I should become a streamer, because he is actually a constant fan of watching streamers play games and whatnot. You can actually see that after he gets fired from his job. And so he's like, you know what? Maybe I should become a streamer. So he decides that he buys the capsule with all his savings and whatnot, and his friend also helps him and joins in and becoming his manager. He quits his job, not because he's bad or whatnot, but yeah, he gets a free manager, which I don't know how they do it, but every other character that you see, it's so likable, especially the MC. Oh, they do such a great job at developing the characters. I just love it. And what makes this series really good to read is because he chooses a game in which archery is a challenge. They do archery challenge because of how dog shit the archery class is in the game, because of how difficult it is due to aiming it and its accuracy and whatnot. But when he joins in and clocks everybody headshot, he literally a header. He literally headshots every single goddamn enemy, even the boss, which they're like, what? How is that possible? Then they introduce different skills and whatnot, and then they show more ways of him portraying his skills. They're like, this is not possible. He rises to fame quickly. He even gets a collaboration. It's just fun to watch, man. You see this newbie, 20 viewers just to start out, then climbing up through the tops of the streaming ranks. It's fantastic. I don't know what to tell you. And it involves archery, which made me respect it more and open a new perspective, because it looks more cooler. The only other archery thing that I've had seen was Mr. Hawkeye from the Avengers, and I thought he was just alright, And when I don't read the comics, so I wouldn't know, but from the movies portrayed, he was he wasn't the biggest character that was ooh, super cool. But yeah, from this, fantastic. Also, the studio that works on this series is the same one that did the novels Extra. So if you couldn't tell the resemblance, it's very, very similar. So yeah, if you enjoyed the art style of that manhwa, webtoon, the novels Extra, and you like the premise of this one, check it out. It's pretty good. And yeah, that's all from me, and see you guys next time. Peace.